On October 27, 2013, a fundraising gala concert was held at the Writers Guild Theater in Beverly Hills, California, to commemorate the first anniversary of the Hurricane Sandy disaster. 1 year ago, Hurricane Sandy devastated New York, the heart of our country. Russian-American singing diva AIDA VEDISHEVA, residents of Los Angeles, immediately reacted by calling old friends in the Big Apple to no avail. Communications were completely shut down. AIDA first walked through the gates of freedom in New York City and paid her tribute to its shining promise of freedom as a Broadway entertainer. Later, she became a pioneer of the patriotic movement, creating the image of the Statue of Liberty on the American stage. AIDA was in love with New York City and could not tolerate the thought of so many New Yorkers in peril. She said, "Their pain is my pain," and after many sleepless nights, she conceived the idea of a bi-coastal fundraising concert to benefit the victims of Hurricane Sandy. AIDA brought the idea to the Los Angeles organization called the American Russian Business Council, headed by Mr. ALEKSANDR, who was delighted by this worthy venture.
First of all, I'm very proud to be part of this event, and I know AIDA VEDISHEVA for years, and we've done a number of different events. She's an amazing and super talented Russian celebrity, and she usually comes up with a lot of creative ideas, and she is very generous person. She cares a lot about other people. That's why this project came about. And she approached us and said that she wants to do this fundraising event to help victims of Hurricane Sandy, and we gladly agreed.
AIDA also called the New American Association for Culture and Education in New York, headed by Miss Margarita Kagan, one of the Hurricane Sandy victims, who was likewise thrilled to support Miss VEDISHEVA's benefit project, Come On Support New York, New York. She organized a group of famous artists from New York and brought them to Los Angeles. AIDA is an amazing person. She is like fire. On that fateful day, a year ago, when Hurricane Sandy hit New York, AIDA was that first person from the West Coast whose voice broke the darkness in our community, the darkness in which the city was immersed. People had no electricity, no water, they were helpless and in panic. She tried to reach the members of our community and became passionate with helping the victims of the hurricane. She decided to organize a fundraiser and invited me to work on it with her. And finally, she managed to realize the idea with this incredible endeavor. What she did, it's impossible to imagine. And we New Yorkers today, and in Los Angeles, understand even more how grand this event is, and how wonderful that the West Coast stands together with the East Coast on the first anniversary of this tragedy, and ready and willing to help. It is so important to be united in spirit. Thank you, dear friends, so much for your support and generosity. New York producer ALEKSANDR ARBIT created an impressive documentary about the hurricane's impact upon New York families that was screened at the Los Angeles Benefit.
The following film was created by a person who was a member of the news media preceding and following the landfall of the storm. And this is a retrospective of the hurricane and its aftermath through the eyes of those affected. I was sitting in my neighbor's apartment at a higher floor trying to sleep. I could not shut my eyes, the wind was so strong. The entire building shook from the hurricane.
It was really very, very, very strange situation in my life. We was very scared when it shut the light and the water started coming.
Никто не ожидал, что
No one expected that the water level would reach the second floor. Everything you see here is an all-new, top-of-the-line recording studio. All the old sound equipment had to be discarded in the trash. Unfortunately, we lost a lot, but we are not depressed. We are renewing.
This day was one of the worst days of my entire life. My family and their homes have been destroyed, and I feel bad for the children of New York that they couldn't go to school. They suffered pretty badly.
Thank God we have people like prominent actress and famous person, good person, responsive, like AIDA VEDISHEVA. She immediately sent me a package with food saying, "Mark, everything I had in my house I quickly packed and sent out." There were nuts, pasta, candy, basically everything she had, she sent to help me after the storm. A big thank you to her.
My experience is, first of all, is an experience of an assemblyman who's been responsible for the tragedy on a very big scale. And frankly, I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready for it as the head of the family, which was hit by Sandy. Our house was hit by Sandy. We live in Seagate. I wasn't ready as an assemblyman. It was a very difficult experience. But what it turned out to be, and your gathering tonight is another testament to it. It's turned out to become a great opportunity for all of us. An opportunity to meet incredible people and to cooperate with incredible people like AIDA VEDISHEVA, a close friend for many years and a wonderful person. I want to thank her for this great initiative. I want to thank you all for gathering tonight and helping all of us here on the other side of the United States of America.
I am very grateful for all the people of Los Angeles that care about New York, of how they suffered this horrible tragedy. Thank you, Los Angeles, and thank you, AIDA. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow, they'll learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The benefit concert was preceded with a red carpet prepared by Ms. Lika Osipova.
AIDA called me and asked to help her to organize this fundraising concert, Gala concert. And it's a big honor for me to be part of this event. We tried to find the sponsors to this event, some of the musicians, and now we have a big concert. As you can see, it's a lot of people here, around like 250.
Red carpet guest at the benefit was a Hollywood City Council, Mr. Jeffrey Prang.
I'm here to join with so many people in the community to help raise money to help the victims of Hurricane Sandy. Even though the hurricane's been more than a year ago, there's still a lot of suffering, there's still a lot of damage, and it's still important that we help our fellow Americans through these times of trouble.
Did you know AIDA VEDISHEVA before?
Yes, I did. I had the opportunity to hear her perform before. I'm very well aware of her star reputation, and it's really an honor for me to be here to be part of this important celebration with her.
Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. It's great to be here.
Enjoy the show.
Thank you so much, Aida.
Thank you. God bless you.
And you as well.
You know, it's very difficult to tell you what we all went through. But this event is, I think it's a message from God, and we are messengers. We all have mission in this world, and I love this city, the city where I was born for the second time, and I feel obligated. I feel I own to this city, which gave me opportunity to become a singer, Broadway singer, perform to American audiences. And when I saw my city in darkness, this city of lights I saw in darkness, I couldn't sleep and eat until I decided to do something, at least to show our love and our trying to help them as much as we can, because we're really very far. We are really very far. It's west and east. So west helping east, heart helping heart. And that's what happened. Today we see people here.
Prominent red carpet guests at the benefit included Hollywood movie star Elia Baskin, movie actress Larisa Yeromina, and Russian film star Oleg Vidov. Many fascinating celebrity and royal personages, such as the unsinkable Princess Rojas and Prince Alanson Sese, and American country music star Wendy Lynn Adams, who once sang with Elvis Presley, and an incredible American musician, Isaac Hanna, who plays 6 instruments, and King Arkady Bugayev Poniatowski, in particular, attracted the attention of an admiring crowd at the festivities that were widely photographed. I am the King Arkady Bugayev Poniatowski, the head of the International Kingdom, and I came today to support this worthy project. The star-studded lineup of world-renowned performers commenced with legendary AIDA VEDISHEVA herself, rendering New York, New York by famous composer John Kander, and Together United We Stand by Vladi Delvam, and God Bless America by Irving Berlin in the image of the Statue of Liberty with a torch in her hand, flanked by 2 singers, Emmeline and Julia Kay, proudly bearing American flags. Miss VEDISHEVA's outstanding performance was followed by rising star New Yorker Rob Kevlin, singing America, I Am Your Son, from the patriotic musical Masterpiece in Singing Liberty, successfully played on Broadway.
I came all the way from New Jersey, and I'm really happy to be here to be part of this wonderful event for Hurricane Sandy. There was so much devastation where I lived, and all the people around us. It was a really tough time, but I'm so glad we could be here to unite in song and music and make it a memorable event. So I'll be singing a few songs today. An original song, a very patriotic song, America, co-written by AIDA VEDISHEVA. Then I'll be doing a song from Queen, a really great song, and I'll be doing an original song from my latest album, which came out last year. So I'm excited about that, and I know it'll be a great evening.
One of the sponsors of this event, Dr. Lyudmila Bess, a member of the National Board of Friends, FIDF, stated,
I'm very pleased and honored to be with my dearest friend, not only patient, my dearest friend, AIDA, and I always amassed her energy. And she's, besides being a beautiful lady, she is incredible in the way like she's going through her life. She is always a hero. In any ways of her life, she's a hero.
This stirring patriotic beginning was followed by a variety of numbers by top classical performers. Violin maestro Daniel Shinderov received a standing ovation. Fabulous opera singers Olga Lomteva, ALEKSANDR Arbiit, George Kamsky, and pop singers David Maestro and Havines Babakhanyan were joined by pianists Alla Conviser and Boris Berlin, who treated listeners to a medley of musical hits by Irving Berlin, George Gershwin, and Cole Porter. Each performance fascinated and dazzled the listeners in its own way. The show was ably hosted by talented American personalities Lauren Schercher and Rachel Rienstra. AIDA VEDISHEVA masterfully finished off the gala with a rousing vocal tribute to Broadway to a widely applauding audience. The great finale was when the entire ensemble gathered on the stage to sing We Are the World by Michael Jackson. The concert was a great success. Art critic Dr. Laura Willem concluded, I was genuinely moved by such a spontaneous outpouring of true patriotic sentiment, supporting Americans of diverse origins during a time of direst need. Bridging both coasts and many cultures, the gala benefit demonstrated American fellow feeling and resourcefulness at their finest, through a rare display of passionate talent and generous donations of time and money to strengthen ties and heal traumas. The concept of this event was to stress the unity of the community in such a difficult time and to raise funds for the Mayor's Fund to advance New York City, the Public School Students Program, and the victims of this natural disaster on the first anniversary of Hurricane Sandy.